Still talking about rain in the South Asia Pacific region. Continuous heavy rain since Friday has caused flooding in at least 5 Malaysian states, with Selangor bearing the brunt in terms of evacuations and more rain expected over the weekend.
And so far, a total of 3,086 victims have been evacuated from 5 states, with the highest number of victims from Klang. 17 evacuation centers have been opened to accommodate them. Selangor, Melaka, Kelantan, Terengganu, and Pahang were among the states affected. 2 deaths were reported, one in Pahang and another in Terengganu. The authorities reminded the public, especially those in low-lying areas, to get their documents ready and to be prepared to evacuate, as the next 24 hours would be crucial. Dozens of people in Klang had to spend the night in their cars or at their workplaces after roads became impassable.
The National Hydrographic Center posted an advisory on Twitter warning of strong winds and heavy rain over the west coast of Malaysia and the Malacca Straits due to a tropical depression. This is the worst flood in Malaysia in 50 years. 4 rivers flowing through the city center are overflowing on the road, with flood dams bursting at maximum level.
Evacuation efforts are currently focused in the affected areas following the floods in Malaysia.
And let's find out more on the current matter. We are now connected with our Malaysian correspondent, Basir Siswo from Kuala Lumpur. Hi, Basir. I hope that you are staying well and safe. So how's the current situation? Has the flood subsided, or has it still been raining lately?
Well, the rain stopped this morning, and water is slowly subsiding.
We're trying to reconnect with Basir Siswo from Kuala Lumpur.
That beautiful, just about 5 minutes from my place.
Mm-hmm.
But this beautiful lake, look what has been done to this lake because of the non-rain past 2 days. I've actually been locked into my house since Friday, and only this morning on Sunday, I had to wade through the floods to go to the grocery stores. I'm a little lucky because for a few 100,000 people living in Selangor, they still couldn't get out of the house. In fact, in some areas, the rising water reached up to the roof level.
Wow. Mm.
So, Pak Basir, how would you describe this year's floods compared to last few years ago?
No, this is the worst. This is the worst in 50 years. That's what the official statement from the Chief Minister of Selangor, that the highest ever recorded rainfall was about 180 millimeters. But over the last 2 days, it had hit more than 300 millimeters over 2 days.
Right, Pak Basir, I hope we can get your connection better. But my next question would be, the floods that have reportedly affected at least 5 states in Malaysia, could you describe the current situation? Has it affected the electricity and potable water supplies?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't have the audio for our Basir Siswo from Malaysia to be, better.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we just had our reporter in Kuala Lumpur, Basir Siswo, reporting about the condition in 5 states in Malaysia that is inundated or affected by the flood this time. And it is said that this is the worst flood that came to Malaysia in the last 50 years.
Right. According to Reuters, torrential rains in Malaysia have caused flooding that has driven more than 11,000 people from their homes, closed dozens of roads, and disrupted shipping. Authorities said this facts on Saturday. And according to the meteorological department in Malaysia, they warned that heavy rain in Selangor, Kuala Lumpur, and several states will continue until today, until Sunday.
Yeah, and as of 11 p.m. last night, 188 relief centers were open to house 11,384 evacuees from 4,500 families in 6 states hit by the floods. And because this is still the pandemic, so the Prime Minister Ismail Basri said that prior to being allowed to enter the relief centers, evacuees would need to be screened first for COVID-19. If they get confirmed positive COVID-19, then they need to be isolated in a different area compared to the other evacuees.